Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Makaleli, not the most accurate pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Ferdinand clears without hesitation. And here's Messi. Serginho. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Messi! A heavy challenge. And it's made its way to him. He has found the way through. And that was very necessary. Haaland. Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That is good alertness. Lam. Udinese, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Udinese clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Varane does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic looking for the run. That's a decent clearance. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's worked it through. Messi! Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Can he finish? Off target by a whisker. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Aubameyang. Pullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking for a runner. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Messi. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Thuram. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. And Messi! There it is! And there is your opener. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Indonesia have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, this will...
He's going for goal! Fantastic from Kaká! He's got himself an absolute peach. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Aubameyang. Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. Can he get it through? Luis Suarez. And it's Pirlo. And it's Hullet. Oh, that's clever. And this is it. And it's Ibrahimovic. And a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Udinese have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. It's anyone's ball. And again! There it is! That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Udinese. That's the end of the first 45. Udinese have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Udinese are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. That gets us going once more. Roberto Carlos. That's a throw. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm. Probing pass. Haaland. Real chance! Oh, good finish. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Indonesia drag themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lahm. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang proves just a little bit too strong.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Makalele. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. 60 minutes played. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Kaká. Well, that's an excellent interception. And he's heaved it away.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 27, Serginho. Coming on the field is number 22.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Aubameyang. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. And that has been cleared. Udinese perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Luis Suarez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he was quick to react. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Ibrahimovic. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitutions taking place.
Pele. Lam gets a foot in here. Driving forward. Dink through. This looks promising. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So, having trailed to lead. Turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain.
Pele! Superb from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Number 24.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's quick to return it, looking for options for movement. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up.
And he shoots! It's a goal! And they're back in front! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 10.
Indonesia have opted to make another change here. Indonesia with the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Number 8, Neymar. Number 6,
He's well positioned here. Oh, look at the space here. And he's there to belt it away.
Udinese really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Can he finish? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
6
Luis Suarez
has been indicated.
looking to play him in. Good ball over the top.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. Platini. Great vision. Rijkaard is in a really good position out wide. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Can he get onto this? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pelé. Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries one from range. And he can thump it away. And he's well positioned here. Oh, that was vital. And he's managed to get rid. Messi. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Varane gets over and intercepts. Now he's got space here. Puyol is there and he can get that clear. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
It's Ibrahimovic! And there's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Pelé! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pelé actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Ferdinand gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pelé. Kimmich cuts it out. And it's Makalele. Luis Suarez. And a chance! Off the post! Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
And here's Rui Costa. That's a nicely shaped ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That is ended up in no man's land. Rui Costa providing an outlet on that flank. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shot a goal! Tries to get it clear. Vieira. That's a lovely, neat pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Varane does really well to win the ball there. Pele! Can he get on the end of this? And that is masterful defending. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Makalele wins the duel this time. Rui Costa.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Forwards and with intent. Zola. It's a searching pass. And that's a good ball.
Well, he's certain.
And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Udinese clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Vieira. Now it's Drogba. And Batistuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Luis Suarez. Now this could be a chance. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Luis Suarez. That is good strength. Great defending, strong and determined. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Udinese clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Messi. And it's Otto. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's superb. And this is Zola. He's found a way through. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Thuram. And that's really well manoeuvred. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely shaped ball. Nicely worked. And this is Messi. They're urging him to shoot. Diving! It's a goal! Ah, it's offside and that'll count for nothing.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese. Numero 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 18. Numero 7.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Numero 25.
We played through for the wide man.
Pirlo.
Oh, good effort! Goal! Japan! And they get themselves in front! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Decent chance! And that's a tidy finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Oh, good climb! Goal! Japan! And again they hit the front. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, this could be it, for something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And the shot! And he hits the net! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Pull it, looking for the run. Into a minimum of 4 minutes. He's having a shot! Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's in on goal. Cafu. And that's been intercepted. And that will be the final act. Udinese were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
Well, I have a feeling that Shinji Kagawa will be key today, Peter.
He should feel good about himself as well. Fabulous applause as he came out of the tunnel. Mind you, great expectations as well.
Well, he's very good both on and off the ball, so he'll be constantly looking for space in and around the area to find a telling pass or two, or making...
There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Now it's Circe. Matheus Cunha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bruno Fernandes. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Casemiro gathers from the goal kick. Martinez. And he goes cross-field. Probing pass. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the... Bruno Fernandes! Robertson is there to clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Fernandes, and here's Circe on net. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And it's Rice. Foot in. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. Rice.
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Best going face to face with his great rival, Kagawa. There he goes, motoring forward. Dorgu. He's in plenty of space here. Dorgu is fouled. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rice. Saliba. Cunha wins the duel this time. Robertson. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Robertson. Oh, that's neat. And he's whipped it across.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Menu can see things others simply cannot. Madueke. Oh, this is a terrific run. And that is expertly dealt with. Matheus Cunha. Cunha makes a dash for it. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Best. Dorgu did well to stay calm there. Best. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. Real chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's managed to gift it back. Manchester United are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a searching pass. Martinez. Now it's Xerxes. Well, that is one way to stop him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Burmo. Burmo, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Kagawa.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Now he's running away. Šeško! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Deftly away. Šeško constantly looking for the ball into the box.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Casemiro.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Nicely aimed pass. Gerrard cuts it out. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. And that is well cleared. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21, Shevchenko. Number 41, Rice. Coming on the
Very
field,
nicely done.
That was lovely, that.
11, Didier Drogba. Number 5, Caicedo.
Caicedo gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, super find. It's come to nothing. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, good spread. And he's quick to return it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is ended up in no man's land. Menu. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Kagawa quietly revving up. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that pass isn't the best. Casemiro. Dorgu. And he's only too happy to take that back. Pass somewhat off target. Now he's off and running. Matheus Cunha, he's found a way through. So much time. And the shot! That's another chance. And that's a tidy finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 15, Madueke.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
De Ligt gets a foot in here. Can he get on the end of this? Gerrard goes down, but nothing given. Bruno Fernandes. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Robertson. Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception. Manchester United can consider themselves just about safe now. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Caicedo. Can he latch on to this? Menu. Casemiro. Now Dorgu. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Best. That's tidy. Best stood his ground strongly. Well, this is surely their last chance. And he's been shifted off it. Dorgu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Menu threads one in. He has found the way through.
2 added minutes.
Oh,
have
that
been
is good.
indicated.
Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dorgu received. Getting up there! Oh, that was a brilliant save. And time is up. Manchester United have done it.
And we come to
The
you now
perfect
with a quick
outcome
request
in
for
this
support.
most precious... Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Bruno Fernandes. That's put paid to the danger. Dorgu. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's found a way through. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, that's been cut out, well played. Šeško. Matías Cunha.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, that one's going nowhere. And now a sudden chance to counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tries to play it through. Diouf is in a really good position out wide. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And Bomo. Dorgu. Matías Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Matías Cunha. Oh, that's fabulous. This looks promising. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Heaven spots it and intercepts. Under an awful lot of pressure.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Shot. Bomo! Searching pass he's played there. Bruno Fernandes threads one in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's delightful. Bruno Fernandes. And then Bomo. Bruno Fernandes. And he has been fouled there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Park Ji-sung. He is through here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been hooked away. And now they can spring out of defence. Romero has given away a free kick. He shifted it to the flank. Bruno Fernandes, very much a man of this moment. Well-timed, excellent interception. Half-time getting close now. It's Park Ji-sung. Now, can they get him away? Pinches it off him. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Okazaki. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not the most accurate pass. Okazaki. And that's been won straight back. And Park Ji-sung! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's had it taken off him. And that's a throw-in. Ball's out once more. And it's Mainu. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Burmo. Okazaki. Silvestre. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Okazaki! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Šeško being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Šeško really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, well played, well played. Manchester United have their second corner now. That's good play. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Corner number 3 coming up.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And Burmo. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Romero gathers from the goal kick. Casemiro. Well, that is one way to stop him. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, this looks sharp. Diouf receives it in a good position here. Played out to the left flank. Matheus Cunha. Clipped into space. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's gone in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
72 minutes is number 13.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that has not gone well. Great vision. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Real chance! In he goes again! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And Burmo, and the shot! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height, and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never.
And Park Ji-sung! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Just eases him off the ball. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. That's a shade optimistic.
Manchester surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Can he get it through? Spread neatly. And Burmo. He's got away. Takes a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Timber has it out wide and in space.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a cute ball. He's a sharp little ball here. And Burmo looking to receive it in space. Okazaki! Tries to get it clear. Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late drama.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good... Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Solar. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Tries to play it through. Now it's Cantona. Cantona! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cantona is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
First quarter of an hour gone. Rooney can see things others simply cannot. They get a throw in. He's had it taken off him. Deflected behind for a corner kick. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lampard, taken back almost at once.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game.
And Fletcher! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Nicely shaped ball. That's the keeper's ball. Looking to play him in. This looks promising. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Lampard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Gerrard. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Ambitious ball here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's the throw. Good ball, good take. Cantona! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, that is one way to stop him. Gerrard, Šeško, he's going for goal! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That's a shade optimistic.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, played right into his... Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out towards the flank. Crosses it in.
Well played and well cleared.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All parts.
Shapes to shoot! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Cantona clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then.
There will be 3 minutes.
Real chance! Just the wrong side.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
No, that was never going to make it. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8, Frank Lampard.
So let's get the ball rolling.
To replace him is...
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And now they can clear their lines. That's a throw.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Rooney. That's a pretty loose pass. Beckham. Oh, that... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again. And a goal! Just as they wanted it. Just when they wanted it. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Rooney. Well, that looks a cracking ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he finish? And there's his goal. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
I think there's been a greater menace to every...
That could spell trouble. Who saw this coming? Manchester United have dragged it back at the last. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Rooney. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. But that has not gone well. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry, and he's lost his man here. It's Salah! A real chance and a real let-off.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick.
Cantona! And the ball's come loose here. Deftly away. Makalele did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's forced to go back. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Saliba, Mikel Merino going after that. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Great vision. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments. Takes a shot! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Makaleli threads one in. It's not an especially good pass, that. Zubimendi into the last 5 minutes. Searching pass he's played there. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Mohamed Salah, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside. Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he's gone backward here, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cantona, Zola, picked out brilliantly, and he's there to belt it away. Now it's Bale. And it's Fletcher. Tries a measured ball. Timber gets flagged offside. And here's Cantona. Tevez has it in a wide position. Fernandez! Goal! Udinese! And there is your opener. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Tevez. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot's on here. And Sola! And that's a good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Numero 25.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Udinese have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. And he's managed to get rid. West Bromwich have it back and can go again. He's in a great position here. Cantona. O'Shea. And it's Fernandez. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Fernandez. Defending of the desperate variety.
They've certainly set out to cut.
Shoots! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Udinese find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Tries to play it, chance, surely! And he's stuck it away! A quite incredible spell, they are flying! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
They've played it short. Threads one in. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. But he's well positioned here. Big chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
And he's taking no chances there. Udinese are looking to go forward now. Cantona. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's having a shot! And that's a sharp finish! They are purring, truly purring.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Ha segnato al 36esimo minuto, numero 32.
Udinese are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
A great leap! And again! And he's stuck it away! Ah, it's offside and that'll count for nothing.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Udinese looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Darren Fletcher plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's Tevez. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to clear it. And it's Fletcher. And he will against the crossbar. And it's in. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? Tevez. And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Udinese look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. So off we go again. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a promising position. Good pressure, determined, intense. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Cantona. Bale. Dyke. Well, they can break here. Stam is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Zola. Great vision. Gives it back. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Fernandez. O'Shea. And it's made its way to him. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, again, there's no way through. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up. Imrai. Good take, and is he shot a goal? And that's a tidy finish.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Gol! Ha segnato al 60° minuto, numero 19.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. And it's Tevez. Played down the flank. Timber looking to hit the byline here. O'Shea gets a foot in and wins the ball. Dyke. And he's worked it through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bale is always looking to play quality balls. Zola being hunted in packs.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Attenzione, un cambio.
West Bromwich choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Can he finish? Well taken goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Numero 8.
Now he's off and running. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
O'Shea. Look at the space here. Oh, good take in a good area. Ferdinand, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Now it's Tevez. This looks promising. That is good alertness. Imrai.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Zola. And it's Tevez. Tries to pass it through. And he's quick to get rid. And here's Tevez. And the counter is on. O'Shea proves too strong, too smart. Into the last 5 minutes. Good ball, and he shoots! And no mistake! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So here comes the substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now this could be a chance. He'll try from distance! He lifts the roof!
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Phillips. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Ferdinand. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Wriggles his way through. Chips it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Timber. And it's Ferdinand. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Udinese can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. That has ended up in no man's land. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Morgan Gibbs-White, Peter. He's someone who'll have an impactful presence. Always the standout player, or thereabouts. You know, dynamic, creative, never shirks away from the physical. stuff in the game. He's difficult to find faults in. I think his attitude and application is something that any upcoming talent should be looking out for.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Anderson. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal. Takes a shot! Goal! Udinese! And we have liftoff! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Nottingham are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, we expected better, and so did he. O'Shea. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Well, he's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Udinese certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Some good work on the right flank here. Nottingham are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
And he's picked it up out wide. And they've been given a corner. O'Shea is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Showing great feet there. It's a searching, terrific effort. He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
It's gone out for a throw-in. This looks promising. Darren Fletcher can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gibbs-White. And Sangare. Zola. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Quality ball. Now it's Tevez. Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared away. Nottingham have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Wood. Anderson. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. That's good play. Oh, what has happened here? In once more. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. No, he's not getting past him there. And it's Tevez. Timber. Udinese looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Hutchinson. Now it's Wood. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a shade optimistic. Cantona going after that. Now that's well seen too. Gibbs-White. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance for a shot! Gibbs-White. Williams.
2 added minutes
Morato.
has been indicated.
And Sangare. Gibbs-White. Darren Fletcher looking to play him in. Cantona! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely.
Security staff for each block.
What do you
Please
think we're up
report
to
the
after
staff room
45
immediately.
minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Udinese looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
We're on the move again. Zola. Now this could be a chance. He's having a hit! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wood. Tries to pass it through. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. This might shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A case now of complete control. Williams. Now Anderson. More and more pressure on the ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. Driving forward. Sangare. Under an awful lot of pressure.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Zola.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cantona being hunted in packs. Well, just the keeper in his... And a shot! And a neat finish! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Udinese are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's gone for it! And he's there to belt it away. Sangare. And he's gone looking for safety. Fernandez. Now it's Cantona. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. That's really well cleared. Bale is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, he's going for goal! No, it's wide.
Cantona probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Anderson. Sangare. Hutchinson. No way through there. Fernandez. And it's Tevez. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Fernandez. Sangare. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's under a lot of pressure there. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Williams. Now Anderson. Oh, good spread. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice control. Hangs one in. Timber tries to clear. Taken back almost at once. Gibbs-White. Turns back here, probably the best option. Timber. And it's Ferdinand. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, that's a key interception. Hutchinson. Zola, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
He's got away. There's the header! And he's missed it.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Number 23. Number 21.
Deftly away.
Coming on the field. Number
That's
9.
gone for a throw-in.
Awani. Number 34. Aina.
Zola.
Number 7. Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Sangare. Hudson-Odoi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Gibbs-White. Anderson. And he is dashing away. Can he get on the end of this? And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Good ball, good take. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And it's O'Shea. He's on it, can he get away? And it's going to be another corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Getting up there! And that's it. Udinese looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to...